Welcome back. 2 weeks from tomorrow, the state baseball and softball tournaments begin in Jamestown and Fargo in North Dakota. After a delayed start, the season is blowing by. The Class A softball state tournament should be one of the most competitive in recent years, and that's where we start with our own Jody Norstead. Jody?
Yeah, thanks, Kelly. You're spot on. I could see 5 or 6 different teams potentially reaching the state championship, something that we haven't been able to say for a lot of years. One of the programs that could be in the conversation is Red River. After finishing 500 last season, the Rough Riders are tied for second place in the EDC. And as our Marty Mueller explains, the culture is changing for Red River.
There is lots to learn through high school athletics. For players, it could be proper hitting mechanics. Coaches, maybe it's finding out pitching is a bit harder than it once was.
I threw live to them, which I do 1 time, 2 times a year because I'm getting old, I can't do it.
While head coach Hannah Rose Rodriguez's fastball may have lost some steam, her team has done quite the opposite. The Rough Riders are a tremendous 6-1 in conference and even sport a monumental win over EDC powerhouse West Fargo.
I mean, it was awesome to win. I mean, we never beat them since Red River's been a team here, but I mean, knowing that we can beat West Fargo, we're feeling good about any game we play in.
It was kind of crazy because during the game, none of us really thought how big it was going to be when we actually won. And Haley threw the last pitch in and everyone was screaming and running up to her, and it was the coolest thing ever. It was sweet.
Wins like that are sure to give a team confidence. So too can having coaches who believe in their players, or sometimes even live under the same roof. In the case of Julia Solheim, she gets the best of both worlds, as she has her stepdad and former University of North Dakota head baseball coach Jeff Dodson in the dugout and at the dinner table.
Probably the most convenient thing, honestly. We can talk about softball whenever. We do a lot of off-season practices and stuff, and he's really good at trying to help everybody stay positive and tell you the best way to improve yourself. And he's just kind of always there, and it's not a problem at all.
Yeah, well, it's really fun. You know, we get to see each other around the house quite a bit, but it's always fun to come out and get to play here and watch her play and do some really good things for us on the field. And I'm sure that she's picking up a lot of things, not only from Hannah and myself, but the other girls as well.
It's clear this team has learned an awful lot from each other from one season to the next, and the results, well, they speak for themselves.
It's been just different. The mentality is different. They have really bought into the fact that they can make it to state and they can win some big games, and that part, we've talked about it with them. The mental toughness part is so big, and if they don't believe that they can do it, they've already started off defeated. So we're going to learn and we're going to have fun doing it, and the kids are learning, I'm learning. It's great.
Quite the season for Grand Forks Red River. The Rough Riders did lose their first conference game last night to Fargo North. So here's the latest look at the standings in the East with the regular season wrapping up on Saturday. First place West Fargo has a big game against Valley City on Thursday. That'll help decide the regular season champ. Red River plays Cheyenne tomorrow and at Valley City on Friday. Tough end to their schedule, so it should be an interesting last couple of days. In the West, Dickinson has clinched the WDA title and the top seed in the region tournament with its 15-1 conference mark. Minot, Century, and Bismarck round out the top 3. The West region tournament begins a week from tomorrow in Mandan. Now let's take a look at some Class A baseball. The West has become a 2-team race for the WDA title. Minot swept a twin bill in Mandan last night, so that put pressure on Century in its doubleheader in Jamestown. Just a 1-game lead on Minot entering the day for the Pats. The opening innings belonged to Cade Feeney. The sophomore picked up 5 Ks in the first 3 innings for Century. To the 5th, 2-0 now for the Patriots. Matt Miller pounds this ball toward the first baseman and gets away. Century goes up 3-0 after 5. In the 6th, they're going again. It's Connor Hansen blasting one off the ivy for the double, one of the best ballparks in the state. He comes around to score on an error. I know I talk about Century's pitching a lot, but if this offense gets going, look out. Still in the 6th. It's Miller time again. This time the first baseman has no shot at getting this ball. The single scores Connor Wycombe. The Pats win it 5-2, and confidence is growing at the perfect time.
I think, our team chemistry is really good. we bring our sticks every game, but we just need to bring more hype every game, and so we don't get lackadaisical, and we just play pretty good.
We've been really solid on the defensive side of the baseball game, you know, and our pitching's been real good. We've been happy with a number of different arms. We've run a number of different guys out there. They've had some success, and we're starting to get some timely hitting.
NAB game 2 as well, so they've clinched the top seed along with the West regular season, region regular season champ. Minot will be the 2. Still some things to be sorted out 3 through 5. Mandan has wrapped up its conference games, but Jamestown and Williston each have 2 more contests. In the East, West Fargo clinched the regular season title and the top seed with a come-from-behind 4-3 win over Central last night. Quentin Bonish hit the go-ahead single in the bottom of the 6th to play hero. But just like the West, we still have some things to solve. Davies, Central, and North all have 2 conference losses each. North and Central play tomorrow, so that'll help sort out who gets what seed in next week's conference tournament. Kelly Class B baseball playoffs start on Friday. Class B softball is already in the postseason. The championship and state qualifier games for the East and West will be next Monday and Tuesday for Class B. So let the fun begin.
All right, bring it on. Thank you so much, Jody.
You bet.
Coming up after the break, our resident track and field expert, Alex Heinert, has your new platinum marks for the week. Stay tuned.